Right, folks, how are we all? It's that time of year again, isn't it? Comes round every year. End of the old, beginning of the new, apparently, something like that. If I look a bit red in the face, it's because I've been working. So there you go. Right, so many YouTubers do this kind of thing at the end of the year. They'll either do a end of year memories of 23 or predictions or whatever, looking forward to 24, or I don't know. Well, I'm doing them both in the same video. You're getting two for the price of one. So I'm going to have just a quick look back, only at a few things that have happened, and then I'm going to do a little predictions for next year. So, this year, now, people who I've been watching and people who I think deserve just a bit of a who I've been watching, and they might watch this, they might not. I don't blame them if they don't watch this, because I won't be watching this crap. You know, it's one of them things. So, start off with my old mate Scott of Scott and Wonders World. Scott's he's a great mate to have, really. He's a fucking nightmare as well, to be fair. But he's one of those there that will stand by you and have your back. A lot of people seem to think that he's a prick, and they're right, but he's all right, and he'll stand there and fight your corner and everything. Wanda, she's a great girl, chats away with June all the while. It's good. So, but other people, other channels I've actually watched. Ben Garber, Absolute Bedlam. I talk to him quite a lot as well. He's a good lad. If you've not, I mean, if you're new or you watch me and you're looking for somebody else to watch, just go and give these channels a go. You ain't got to subscribe to them or anything like that, but just give them a chance. Yeah, Ben does a podcast called Absolute Bedlam. He interviews all kinds of peoples and stuff, and yeah, he's all right. Good lad. You don't need no fancy fucking beers. Just have a simple Madry. Lee Chappell, I'll watch him when I can. I don't get to watch as much of Leicester as I used to. Busy things, and I just haven't got the time to do it. So I just catch him up with him on YouTube. Sid Cannon asked if I could do it for Fox's sake. I just haven't got the time to do it anymore. I can't put the time and the energy into watching Leicester and stuff at the moment, which is unfortunate because they are doing quite well. You know, if only they'd got rid of Brenda last year. Ben Bulks, he's another lad. I chat to him now and again. He's another channel that's worth having a look at. High Peak Autos. If you want to buy a car, a second-hand car, and you need some good tips and some good advice on what to look for, go and have a look at High Peak Autos. He massively overspends all the while. What he does, he buys a car, second-hand car, and then he does it up and then he sells it on. Very good. Adam Mark Explores. Me and June watch him religiously, and we're not even religious for a Sunday, but he's there on a Sunday night doing these abandoned houses and tries to communicate with the dead, which he's really just got to talk to some of the people on YouTube. Then he'll really get some talk. So Adam Mark Explores. Richard Vobes, current affairs kind of person. People say, oh, he's a conspiracist. No, he don't. He's like most people now. They're waking up to the shit that's been happening in the world, and they ask the questions. Hodge twins, a couple American brothers, fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They have no filter. They say it how it is. It's absolutely brilliant, and I agree with 98% of what. No, I don't agree with 100% what they say. No, I'm at about 98%. Yeah, and they're so funny. It's brilliant. Rotten Politics. Another one who can see through the bullshit of the world today. We've got a problem. Another one who can see through the bullshit of the world of today. Dr. John Campbell. His eyes have been opened and he now sees things in a different manner. Go and watch Dr. John Campbell. A man who was for everything about the COVID, and then, oh, that'll be a nice little sign, come up at the bottom of the video now I've said that, and then realised things weren't quite what he'd said. He's been watching the figures and stuff come through, and he reports facts and figures of what's happened. And at one point he looked a broken man, which was quite funny, but he sees it as it is. Tom McDonald is my artist of the year, a Canadian rapper who's now American. He's got face tattoos. If you think like I think, right, go and look for Tom McDonald on YouTube. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Fucking love him. Just go and look at his videos, and he's really good. The bloody tablet's gone off. And now, also, I watch Angry Bootneck. He says it how it is. It's canteen talk with very little filter. I can remember when I used to talk, when I used to work, and we'd have the canteen, and I would do, when I do the newspaper report, the newspaper review, that's how I got my idea for doing the newspaper review on here. I used to go into the canteen at work and read out the stories and then give my opinion on the lads, to the lads. And if they didn't like it, fucking tough. But I used to do it, and we'd be in stitches. We'd all be talking and laughing and joking about everything that's happening in the world. And it was brilliant, and I loved it, and that's why I do the newspaper reviews. But he's Bootneck, Angry Bootneck, says it how normal British people see it. You know, some probably don't agree with him or whatever. Fucking tough. He says it how it is, and his channel's growing and growing and growing because people are finding him, his words are getting out there. He does it for nothing. He don't put any ads or anything in there. So, and he says it because he's got the same attitude and mentality as me. He says it because when it comes true, you can turn around and say, see, in 2022, I told you that fucker was going to happen. And he's right. So anyway, moving on to some other things on YouTube. Me, Simon and Scott have basically broken bread and shook hands over the YouTube airways. All you people that were quite happy to see me, Simon and Scott going at each other and taking the piss, fuck off. It's ended. Yeah, it's ended. That's it. Me, Simon and Scott, me and Scott are okay, and we've spoken to Simon, and yeah, it's all good. So like I say, all you people that thoroughly enjoyed it when getting yourselves off on it, bad luck. Hey, ha ha ha. What's that? Oh, the fucking Wi-Fi's kicked out again. And the other one I want to do is congratulate True Geordie. He hit 2 million subscribers a while back. He then said something that upset a lot of people. He lost a lot of subscribers. A lot of people dumped him. And anyway, he came back, he recuperated, he got the game back together, and he's come back and he's over 2 million subscribers again. So well done to Brian. This is one of those cancel culture things that tried to happen, and it didn't happen. So he's back over the 2 million mark. So, you know, sometimes things like this happen to find out who your mates are, and yeah, he's back and he's fighting on, so well done to him. Now, predictions for 2024. Ukraine war's still going on. Now, as I was writing this, these memoirs out, it was a bit quiet, but anyway, yesterday it all fucking kicked off again, didn't it? So, and I just think this will go on for ages now. I really, really do. I think, well, I don't know. It all depends if the West are stupid enough to keep giving billions of pounds in aid to Ukraine. This cannot keep going on. People cannot keep dying. I was talking to somebody the other day who knows somebody in Russia, and they went, if they lost 300,000 troops, they would just find another 300,000 troops and send them there. That is it. And unless we start putting troops in Ukraine. This ain't going to end well. It's election year in America. I think Donald Trump will win. He should win. The way people are talking about stinky piss old man Joe Biden, I just can't see it happening. But there again, I didn't see Joe winning last time, and then a miracle, he won. No doubt, I do think they'll try and set Trump up again. I think his name will come up on the Jeffrey Epstein list to try and create some hassle for him. But I think it's just one of them things again, isn't it? They'll just try to do it, and hopefully he'll just keep going. They'll say, oh, but he's got his name on the Epstein list. So what? There's a lot of people out there. That's if the fucking true list gets. I did a video on it. Go and have a look. Media and scientists will still keep pushing the new COVID variant. I've seen the latest one today. Is that the new variant of COVID? So I just had a stir fry. I've got some rice in my teeth. Lost a filling the other day, so I think it keeps going up in there. Newest variant is a potential heart issues. So they reckon that the new variant will cause massive heart attack, hearts this, heart that. You're fucked. But obviously, it's not a side effect of the original jab. So there you go. They'll be pushing the masks and the jabs and keep your distance and save the NHS. They said here, I read a report that the NHS in England facing storm of pressure as flu and COVID cases surge. Average of 3,631 patients in hospital with COVID during Christmas week. Data shows a rise of 57% in a month. Once again. Does that mean then that the jab doesn't work, or is it just the people who are in there who didn't have the jab? Seems that the only ones that aren't in hospital at the moment are the ones who haven't had the jab. We've got the COVID inquiry going on at a great cost. This is going to last for fucking months and months and months. All those solicitors there taking the piss and a large paycheck for this. This is going to cost hundreds of millions, if not £1 billion for this thing. And all they're asking is, should we have locked down sooner and should we have locked down harder? Nothing to do with should we have locked down at all. That is one of the questions, should we have locked down at all? But no, that'll just go on and that'll just create more money. But what it will do is create more questions, because when this is done, it'll just want more questions to it. And that'll be it. And yeah, and more scientists were warning us about the new COVID excessive deaths. Yeah, we're covering up the excessive deaths and the illnesses and all that that have appeared after the jibby jabby. So sorry, folks, I just moved my thing then when I was switching you on to record again, because the camera only does like 15 minutes, so I have to get it in there ready. I think also Greta's popularity will start to wane. I think people have absolutely had enough of her fucking with her screwed up face like a fucking cabbage or a cauliflower. More of is it cabbage or cauliflower? She looks more like. Everything's got a shelf life, and I think Greta is coming to the end of hers. I think they'll probably find a new face for this climate change thing. That Louise Harris, she'll be fucking still bitching about not being Christmas #1 and moaning about how they didn't play her song. It was shit. That's why. I didn't even hear it, and I knew it was shit. People don't want to hear it. They want to hear people like Cliff Richard singing Christmas time and mistletoe and wine and Saviour's Day and Slade. They want to hear that at Christmas. They don't want to hear you fucking warbling on. You fucking idiot. And there's another thing, that Louise Harris, right? They reckon that Lloyd's is a naughty bank for climate change, yet she's got her fucking account in Lloyd's. When she went in and put a bet on, she got a card out and it's got Lloyd's Bank. Fucking hell. Yeah, so anyway, I think Greta will start to drop in the people's stakes. popularity stakes. She's got a shelf life, and that's going to be it. And the thing is, she's got some kind of tism or something that kids get nowadays, don't they? And she's been used as the face of climate change and everything. But they're going to only protest in safe countries, doesn't she? She doesn't go to countries that might actually arrest her and fucking lock her up. But when this popularity of hers falls and she's no longer the face of everything and she's no longer on covers of magazines and being asked to do talks and all this kind of stuff, will she be able to adapt to the lack of attention? You see, these parents of hers put her in the fucking limelight. Now, I'm not saying that when I was doing this YouTubing and my channel was growing, I enjoyed it and anything. Yeah, it's nice when people come up and ask for a photo or say, Dave, hey up mate, I love your channel. That's great, yeah. But will she be able to handle this? Because something will come out. They'll dump her like a fucking, they'll drop her like a stone. That's all there is to it. I predict another hot summer, as the temperatures will soar and rise, and there'll be somebody standing at the back of a fucking Boeing plane just as it's taking off, taking the temperature and saying, oh, we've had 120 degrees in London. Why don't you take the fucking temperature from inside the engine? That'll really help, that will, won't it? Hey, yeah, and they're going, oh, it's fucking climate change. I've said this before on many, many videos. When hasn't the climate changed? When has it never changed? When has it always stood still? It's always going to change, isn't it? Just, you know, nothing lasts forever. Everything's got a shelf life, yeah? EV car sales, right? I think they will start to slow down because I don't think people can afford to keep spending out fucking so many thousands. I mean, somebody says that you can buy a Tesla, right, for £42,000. Now, other electric cars are up in the fucking 25s, 30,000. People can't afford to do it. They just can't afford to do it. They're just trying to control you. They're just trying to price you off the roads. I'm fucking never having one. You can fuck off if you think I'm buying. I'm going to have a nice big fucking, I don't know, 2.2 or 3.2 Ranger. Ford Ranger's the next one for me. I'm going to have a nice big fuck off 4x4, a nice big fucking private plate that says BVM 316. And that'll be it. Absolutely, well, that's if I can get that on the plate. But anyway, that'll be it. I'm going to have a nice big fucking shining Ford Ranger, and I'm going to go riding around fucking all over the place in my field, go 4x4 in. So yeah, that'll be it. I'm going to have one of them. But EV sales will slow down. And I think people will wake up and realise, I know now of at least 4 people who have had electric cars and they've gone back to normal cars. Normal petrol or diesel cars, yeah? Because they can't be doing with the fucking hassle. When I went down to London to Brighton in my mate's Mini, yeah? And then we went down to London from Loughborough, yeah? Had to charge up fucking 3 times. Went from London to Brighton, out on a full charge, and we had to have a charge when we got there, and then we had to charge up again so we could get back out of Brighton to fucking get to another charging station. Then we had to charge up fucking 3 more times. Fuck that. Balls to that. You must spend like 2.5 hours just standing around waiting. It's just fuck off. Not happening. It's not fucking happening. But the other thing about these fucking electric cars is that they don't talk about how these batteries and stuff are made, how they mine, yeah? They're sending kids down fucking mines in flip-flops. There's no health and safety there, yeah? And then what they do is they're using diesel power fucking machinery to get the stuff as well. They're all fucking mad. An electric car must take at least 7 years before it's even, by the time all the stuff is got together, made in a factory, shipped over to somewhere else, put together and shipped to where you want to be, yeah? I mean, I bet if you ordered a fucking Tesla to your door, it'd turn up on a fucking lorry, a diesel-powered lorry. Just absolutely mad, absolutely crazy. And you're all thinking there, all you ones that like electric cars, oh, saving the planet. Fuck off. Fucking idiots. Yeah, think of the kids that are mining this stuff while you're sitting there and you're unplugging it going, you smug look on your fucking face. I also predict there'll be more boat people coming over here, not only to the UK but to Europe. This will just bring unrest to the streets, because you'll be getting different fractions of different countries meeting up and having a big kick. It's going to be like West Ham v Chelsea, only on a religious front. Back in the days of the hooligans, yeah, meeting up. Be like the football factory, yeah, they'll be meeting up. It'll be just different fractions of other countries just meeting up and having a good punch up over gods. But, you know, that's what you want. All these people are saying, come on, bring them all in, bring them all in. And the thing is, there's enough trouble now kicking off in Sweden, isn't there? Sweden's like fucked. Sweden's gone. The days of the Vikings have well and truly gone. Ulrika Johnson, Volvos, and they've already killed Saab. So it's gone. That's it. And that will happen here. That they will. It'll happen here. So, in fact, as I was doing this, as I was writing this out, I put the news on. And it says that there's trouble at Camberwell in London. And there's just like people running around hitting each other with fucking sticks and attacking the police. The police ought to just say, fuck this Sadiq Khan. You fucking caused this, you better sort it, mate. Get down there and tell them to pack it in. If you're that good, Sadiq Khan, get down there and tell them to sort it. Stop it. Tell them to stop it. But no, you won't, will you? You just expect the police to go in and fucking try and sort it out. And then when the police lamp somebody with a truncheon, yeah, it's police brutality. Fucking unbelievable. More LGBTQ lot, they'll be supporting Palestine and what's happening over there. Yet none of this LGBTQ lot seem to realise what happens to gay men out there. So, I did a little bit of research. And I went on to this thing called I24 News. And there was a bloke there. They've changed his name to protect his identity, obviously. But they've called him Abdul. That's an original name. When Abdul was 17... Right, hold on. When Abdul was 17, Hamas caught him having sex with his boyfriend and imprisoned him for 3 days. They put him in a tiny room that was 2 metres by 2 metres. I don't know what he's doing with a fucking tape measure to measure this. They wouldn't let him sleep or go to the bathroom inside. There was no food. They would torture him so badly, he told I24 News. Sometimes they would tie my feet up and beat me with a stick. After that, every few years, they would arrest me and torture me in the same way. Over the course of 5 years, Abdul says Hamas would kidnap him off the streets, torture him and then release him. Finally, at 22, they let him go for the last time. He was forced to take an oath on the Quran that he wouldn't be gay again. And yet all these people in LGBTQ lot, they're all there, queers for Palestine. Now, just leave Palestine alone and their beliefs, yeah? I'm not going out there going to say you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But all these that would go over there, I don't think they'd welcome you turning up with your fucking nose piercing, your rainbow, your unicorns, your man dressed as a woman. I don't think you'd go down that well, to be fair. I just don't think it would happen. So, but when you start... See, when they do these things, when these people march for something and that, it's more of a fashion. It's a fashion, it's a trend to do this. It's like when they're chanting from the rivers to the sea. They don't really know what it actually means. You can ask them and they went, I don't know what it means. You look up what it means from the river to the seas. Yeah, and then you'll see. Really what it needs is another ceasefire and start people talking, but it'll never happen. It will never fucking happen. There's an election going to take place in this country this year. If the Tories get rid of that fucking prick, hi guys, Sunak, they might have a chance of damage limitation. But while he's there, it's an absolute disaster. It's almost as if the Tories have put that fucking prick in charge to like let Labour win, because he's another fucking prick, isn't it? Labour telling us what they're going to do. full of sound bites. They're telling us what they're going to do, but they're not telling us how they're going to do it, are they? They've got fucking Tony Hadley wannabe, Claire Rayner, who looks like Doctor Who's fucking companion, and Catherine Tate, and it's just the political sides in this country have never been in such a fucking mess in my life. I'm 55, and it's an absolute joke. All politics is an absolute joke in this country. Terrible. Prince Harry and Megaphone, they'll be still acting like sport children. They'll be still getting brand deals off somewhere and still not completing it. She'll be still moaning about fucking, oh, they question my baby's skin colour. Fuck off. They should have questioned it if it was going to turn out as a fucking spoilt brat like Meghan. That's what they should have fucking questioned it. Harry will still be walking around without a clue where to go and waiting for Meghan to take a megaphone to tell him what to do. Just a complete mess. And that's it, folks. That's my look at the back of 2023. Yeah. And the future of 2024. Fucking hell. Another year. Wonder what's really going to happen. Put your predictions. You put your predictions down below, folks. Let's see if we can all get together and see if we can get predictions right. So, I'd like to predict that Leicester will go up. But until it's mathematically certain, I'm going to keep my chickens not hatched. All right, folks. Laters.